is to give you things that will really help you with your business. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to stimulate some thinking on your own. And you'll see it's the very last page, or the second to last page. There's a page in there for things that you want to take action on and thoughts that you want to develop further. So I'm hopeful that by the time you leave at the end of our hour that you'll have that full of a couple of different ideas. So when you get good ideas, that's where you want to put them on the back page. When we got this big, huge appliance that came into our living room that we would set over there across from the couch, and everything changed. This is the period known as during advertising. Okay, and during advertising, we had this wonderful box that we would gather the family in front of, and advertisers and marketers could literally interrupt us in the middle of our family time to tell their story. It was a game changer. Advertisers during that period of time had a couple of things working for them. Actually, they had three things that worked really well for them. Number one, they only had 3 television stations: ABC, NBC, and CBS. And because of that, they had a very captive audience. Okay? And I think I can prove that to you. Maybe I'll stand over here and it'll work. Okay? They had a captive audience. So let me prove that to you. Complete undivided attention. If anybody remembers the big old television sets that we used to have, it looks like we've got a crowd that will remember some of that. Does anybody remember this ad? Remember you're soaking in it? What was the product? And who's this? Madge. Remember Madge? Right? All right, how about this one? I think Madge probably is still alive. Well, how about this one? Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh. The last time that ad was on television was 1981. 1981. Who was watching television last night? Anybody? Can you name me an ad you saw on TV? No, you know why? We don't watch ads on TV anymore, right? Because we've got these. We've got clickers. We've got remotes. Your business is completely transparent, and this is a really simple example, okay? This is from Amazon, okay, buying diapers. Now, 2 things I think are really important here. First of all, I don't know why people would buy used diapers to save themselves $6 or $7, but apparently there's a marketplace for this. Here's the important point I wanted to get across to you. This is roughly a $50 purchase, okay? 409 reviews for a $50 box of diapers. But then you realize instead of doing pay-per-click, which we'll talk about, if I could show up organically, what you start to realize is that the natural search results generate 250% more traffic than the pay-per-click results. And you realize that if I was number 8 on that first page organically, gosh, that would be better than being number 1 on pay-per-click. And it would be a lot less expensive. You also then come to realize as you study a little bit more that, gosh, organic, the people that come to me through the organic as opposed to the pay-per-click, they convert into clients at a 30% greater rate. Most importantly, it's easy. It's all right in front of me. I can do it when I'm waiting for a flight in the airport with a little handheld. I can do it because I don't want to watch television. I can go online to Google. I can do it because a friend sent me an email. There's a little link in there. All of these things are challenges to the staid world of we get customer loyalty because we did a good job for that person 4 or 5 years ago. Okay? This is why we need to have some engaging, dedicated customer loyalty program. It needs to be more of a conscious thought in the world that we're living in today. And then when they get to your website, they will form an opinion about you and about your business because of the website, because of the presence that you have online. And for some of you, that's making your stomach turn, and for some of you, that's making you feel confident. So let me use an example. Let's just say that Glenn and I have a business where we repair cracked windshields. Somebody goes online and enters in the keyword cracked windshield. Do we want that person to find us? Always the first question. The first reaction is, sure, that's what we fix is cracked windshield. Okay? I don't know what this guy's doing, though, or this woman's doing when they search cracked windshield. One thing I can conclude is they might have a cracked windshield. They could be a kid doing a report for high school. They could be somebody that has a cracked windshield and maybe wants one of those people that cuts that circle out and fixes it, however that thing works. Okay? So that's one option, though, cracked windshield. What I would prefer is if they had a longer tail, a longer search term, something like windshield replacement, Bethesda, Maryland. Wow, that would be pretty good. I'd love to talk to that person. In fact, I'd pay $5 or $8 or $2 just to have that person go to my website. Have you seen the new collectibles? The Christmas ornaments? They're only available in July for 2 weeks. Limited edition. They're only $10. She has this big smile on her face just visioning that. Yes, it's fantastic. Okay? Okay. And so who comes over? It's July, right? But at Christmas time, who comes over? Family and friends. These are collectibles. They're limited edition. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to take 3. Okay? Debbie, how about, if you will, give me your, this is early 90s, right? This is before email and everything else. Can you give me your name and address? Next summer, I'll mail you a card so you don't miss out on next year's limited edition. Okay? Debbie says, great. Wall Street Journal did a story on this in 1999. In a 2-week period in 1999, Hallmark sold $100 million of collectible limited edition Christmas ornaments at a 92% profit margin. Didn't advertise, didn't market, all word of mouth, all internal, all to their customers. All to the people that you have coming into your store, all the people that you are doing business with now. Winery in California that sells out their production has already sold out 2009's harvest. If you had that, could you sell more? They've got 3,500 people on their email list because they're fans. They have a cult following about their wine. Is the customer always right? Essentially was the guy's question. And I said to him, that is not the right question anymore. The question is, what are you going to do with this advertising message? Because Steve comes in and he's pissed off at something that we've done wrong. Okay? Like sticking us in a room way in the back of the hotel when we should have been at the front, as an example. Okay? I write a blog. We have a bunch of people that follow us. I'm pissed off about that. Okay? What are they going to do with that? Because I'm walking out of here, believe me, with a marketing message on this Marriott property. And they've still got the ability to control that. Not that it went wrong, not that they messed it up, but how they manage it from here out. It doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong in my demands. What matters is I'm going to communicate something about this hotel, and that is marketing today. All the marketing that you've relied on is becoming less effective every day. The world is changing. It's really kind of changing right in front of us.